So the Houston Astros scandal continues to fall, meaning I feel like we learn something new about this almost every day. There's something new about the Astros scandal. It just never seems to go away. I don't think it's going to go away for a while. We're going to be sitting, talking about it for the rest of the season. So basically, let me give you a brief update. So the commissioner has called the World Series trophy a piece of metal. I found that very disrespectful. Almost every star player has put their 2 cents in on the scandal, like Mike Trout, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge, Stanton, the list goes on. So we do have an audio of the commish, Rob Manfred is his name, basically disrespecting why most ball players want to play the sport. They want to play to get the World Series trophy. Isn't that what most people play?
Yeah, most people play to win.
Yeah, so if you're an NFL player, you try to win the Lombardi trophy. If you're a baseball player, you try to win the World Series trophy. If you are a basketball player, you try to win the Larry O'Brien trophy. That shit ain't a piece of metal. In my book, it is what we athletes play for. And we, as fans, want to see our favorite athletes get that trophy. So for Rob Manfred to basically be completely disrespectful, call it a piece of metal, pretty sure that man has never played a competition in his life or a competitive sport.
Probably not.
No, probably not.
Probably not. I mean, for him to call the commissioner's trophy that, I mean, that's like if Vince Lombardi, that'd be like if the great Vince Lombardi, the great late Vince Lombardi came out and said,
that's a piece of metal.
Yeah, that championship that's named after me, I don't think anything of it. It's a piece of metal, nothing else.
What a clown. But yeah, so here's the audio of Manfred discussing it.
You know, I had a long day on Sunday. I think I did 45 minutes on camera, and then I did a press conference. I have to say I made one mistake, at least, during that long day. And that was in an effort to make a rhetorical point. I referred to the World Series trophy in a disrespectful way. And I want to apologize for that. There's no excuse for it. I made a mistake. I was trying to make a point, but I should have made it in a more effective way. And again, I want to apologize for it. I will say this, you know, I've awarded 5 World Series trophies. There is no greater pleasure in this job than awarding that trophy. I understand what it means. And again, it was a mistake to say what I said.
So yeah, that right there was the audio of Rob Manfred basically calling the World Series trophy a piece of metal. Yeah, I honestly find that really disrespectful. I mentioned earlier that everybody plays to get a trophy. Everybody plays to win a championship. Whether it can be for the Larry O'Brien trophy, the Stanley Cup, the Vince Lombardi World Series trophy, whatever sport you are involved in, everybody plays to win. That's just the reality of sports. And for this man, this grown man, to call it a piece of metal, yeah, I don't think a lot of players really found those comments appropriate. A lot of the players found it very disrespectful. Our fans also thought it was disrespectful. And we continue to sit here and watch this whole thing unfold, which just, in my eyes, just freaking sucks. Because if he had just done the right thing from the get-go, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about the Astros in the beginning of spring training, which we're going to be definitely discussing them in April when the series begins, when opening day begins. Oh my God, these Astros really are probably, honestly, you know what wouldn't surprise me?
What's that?
If they still did this.
This year?
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to do it this year. That'd be crazy.
They'd be wild.
That'd be super,
you know what I saw?
crazy.
You know what I saw? a fan had to take got his sign confiscated by security at the Astros game, spring training.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. They basically just took away his sign.
Oh, he had his sign taken away. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
So they're stealing signs.
Yeah, just
Astros still stealing signs in 2020.
I saw that. I thought that was hilarious. I was like,
What
this man was
the
just literally
man?
like,
That's not right.
it's not right, man. It's so disrespectful.
I can't think of any other ballpark who's like, yo, you can't have that sign unless it's profane. It was all it said was Houston Asterisks.
Honestly. And then fans were yelling at Jose Altuve to show his tattoo because Carlos Correa claims that his tattoo was ugly and that he didn't want his shirt ripped off to show his ugly tattoo. Okay, yeah, I got no words on that one.
I mean,
I really don't got no
there's
words on
still no photo of any ugly tattoo on him.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like, you know what?
If I was him and people said, oh, you cheated, and then your teammate came out and said, no, it's because he had a tattoo. Even if you didn't have one, wouldn't you go rush and get one that day?
Right.
Right?
Honestly.
And post it and be like, yeah, guys, look, this is so new, or this is the tattoo I got.
People are weird.
Man, they got caught red-handed.
Seriously. And you know what?
And we don't even know what's going to happen with Boston yet.
Nope. We're still what blows my mind about that one is how quick they were able to come down with a decision on the Astros and yet not the Red Sox. Because the Astros had 2 years. From what we've learned, the Red Sox only did this once.
Right.
So how do you come down with a quick decision like that?
I think they decided to just handle the Astros one first.
That one is worse.
That's probably why they made that decision.
Yeah, they're just making it worse.
They're
Like,
making it
honestly,
worse.
they're making it seem like what the Red Sox did was extremely worse than what the Astros did. When obviously we haven't really learned much about the Red Sox scandal. We've only learned more about the Astros scandal, which in my eyes, it makes it seem like they really didn't think what the Astros did was that big of a deal. But what the Red Sox did is a huge deal. You gotta pick and choose, man.
I mean, they both got caught cheating with technology,
Yeah,
right?
honestly,
So,
yeah. All right,
and we still don't know the whole story for either situation.
Neither.
But I think we could go ahead and say that Houston, they will now be referred to as the Asterisks to us. And I will not call them the Houston Astros anymore.
No, they're the Astros.
The Asterisks.
Just add another S on the
Asterisks.
AS.
The
ASSTROS.
Asterisks.